Let's start off with a laugh at the Guardian's expense. If you don't know, the Guardian's going down, going under, having to sell their offices, having to beg for money. The journalists are doing stories for free in there. So I went in this morning when I went in the paper shop. I'll share the video with you. When I went in the paper shop, and I went in dead early, so no one had already bought all the papers, and I just had to laugh that they only stock like one Guardian. So what they got? One copy. One Guardian. It's great, isn't it? So I bought 4 papers, not the Guardian. Anyway, outrageous doctors told to ask patients, are you gay? Gender rule, listen to this, yeah? This whole gender argument, that's all we hear now. That is all we hear. And that's all I'm going to be talking about. A £15,000 a year school was criticised last night for allowing boys to sleep in the girls' boarding house if they are questioning their gender identity. They're boys, yeah? Male pupils at Gordon School in Surrey will be allowed to wear skirts. Listen to this, is the best bit, yeah? They'll be allowed to wear skirts and they'll be known as gender-neutral pronouns such as Z. So instead of being called a boy or girl, it's going to be called Z. Z-I-E. They're exploring their gender. They'll also be allowed to use gender-neutral toilets. You're messing with kids. You're messing with their heads. It goes on and on. Now, Thomas the Tank Engine's being overhauled to become a more gender-balanced. It just doesn't stop. Next, Ken will be having breast implants. You'll have Barbie and Ken dolls. They'll be putting tits on Ken. Fight sexism on firemen. Britain's most senior fire chief is launching a campaign to ban the word fireman. You know Fireman Sam? We'll have to be calling it Fireman or Firewoman Samantha. She'll probably have a sex change as well. He'll probably have a sex change as well, won't he? It's ridiculous. Just get over it. You've got men, you've got women, you've got boys, you've got girls. That's how it is. Okay? Stop messing with the kids. Stop messing with everything. Oh, see? Islamist. Told ya. Islamist. Bombs kill 230. What's an Islamist? What is an Islamist? They're not Islamist militants. They're jihadists. They're devout. 3 Lion fans in World Cup rip-off. Are you going to go to Russia? Who's going to go to Russia? I went to watch England play Russia in Moscow in 2007. I went with all the lads. Now, mate, everyone was driving Skodas and it's all flats. But other than that, no, we weren't. They were driving Ladas. Sorry. Everyone was driving Ladas. Yeah. But everyone wanted to fight her. Everyone wants to fight her. The taxi drivers wanted to fight her. We booked in our hotel. It's a nice hotel. We've checked in our hotel, gone up to our hotel room, put our bags in, the phone rings. It's like, hello? It's me, the receptionist. It's the receptionist. Yeah? You want to fight? 10 of you, 10 of us? What, bruv? CSK Moscow, yeah? I said, mate, you got my passport down there, haven't you? What? There's a receptionist is ringing up to fight you when you got to the hotel room. The receptionist, and you know you hear all this about them always fighting till the end and all this Russian hooligans, this. They got bad on that night. I remember standing there as they come up to the hotel and watching them all get chased everywhere. Burglary unit shut. This isn't a police force. A police force has scrapped its burglary unit following funding cuts. They blame it on funding cuts. It's not really though, yeah? Admitting it had only solved 10% of break-ins over 5 years. What message does this send to house burglars in this area? This is in Avon and Somerset. This is the South. I think this is the same constabulary where a police officer was not happy because the tampons were under the women's section in Sainsbury's or something. Under gender, all that gender nonsense again. They only recovered 1% of stolen valuables. While we're scrapping our burglary units in police forces across the country, so if you live in Avon and Somerset, constabulary, there's now no burglary unit. There's no one to stop the burglaries or catch the burglars. Mad, isn't it? Mad when Sadiq Khan and when all of our government are ploughing millions into hate crime hubs, online speech, Facebook. You burgle a house, you won't get nicked. You make a comment on Facebook, they kick your door off. Do you know why the police, they say about these cuts, do you know why these cuts are in? So normal policing, the money's had to come down. Counter-terrorism, monitoring, money's gone skyrocketing up. £9 billion a year. That's what we spend just to monitor these would-be jihadists. £9 billion. And that'll go up next year, and the year after, and the year after. And whilst all the money to monitor these scumbags who shouldn't even be here, we should just be putting them on planes and jacking them out to the countries of origin. But rather than do that, we'll close all the burglary units, the NHS will suffer, everything will suffer. The football section. Now this is the best bit for Let me just go over one score with you. Let me get to it. See where we are. The first game I got to go to. This season, the second game. Because I've been busy. I'm not here, you know. It's actually winding me up a bit as well. I'm not here for the next 3-4 weekends. I'm away, covering different demos or different things that are going on. But I went to the Luton game. I took my kids. We won 7-1. Smashed it. I know the story I'm looking for. Bizarre badger claimed by UKIP's new leader has said he would capture a badger and kill it with his bare hands. What an idiot this bloke. You know the bloke who calls everyone Nazis, if you talk about Islam, this new Bolton, the new leader of UKIP, he also says that he'd catch a badger with his bare hands and kill it. No, you wouldn't, mate. You would not. A badger is one of the most fiercest and strongest jawed animals in the... When asked if he would hunt a badger across... The ex-soldier replied that he could probably do that, but it's not part of the initiations. It's also after he had to eat an entire English cross or St George flag. Now, let me take... Is that the bag I brought in? It is. Let me just show you where we're going now. I'll have to be off because I need to get down to Portsmouth. I need to get down to Portsmouth because 30,000 of you have signed this petition. This is all of your names. Let me get that. This is all of your names, and I thank every single one of you for it, and so does Chris's family. There's a campaign going on where Chris, who's had a stroke in the Navy, we're trying to get him medically discharged. So this is a quick thank you, and that's where I'm off to now. I'm off to Portsmouth. This is going to be handed in. There's a meeting today. We're hoping for some good news, hoping that we're not at loggerheads with the Navy over it, and that they see the error of their ways, or now that it's been brought to the attention of the leadership of the Navy, they see where the wrong decisions have been made, and we hope that Chris Eade is given what he deserves. So, on that note, I'm off to Pompey, and if you're in Pompey, I'm off to Toby Carvery as well. Yeah. Please go to tommyrobinson.com if you want to see more of this content on my new daily show, which is coming soon, which I need your help for.